It really surprises me. Most of the time, if I didn't have that set and it wasn't happening, then it doesn't happen. And so far this year, although I've done some goal planning, we haven't done that meeting yet. And we're still working on our last quarter's goals, I guess, is what it comes down to. And there's so many things going on. I think the last 2 weeks of the year in 2025 really surprised me how much time was spent midweek on holidays. I probably should have been more aware of that, but I really wasn't until about November that was gonna be an issue. And so everybody was on vacation, I was on vacation, and it put a shortening to the year. But what I was thinking about is, as Rosalind did her class, was how frustrated I feel that I don't accomplish all the things that I set out to, even when I set the goals, even when I have all of the plan in place and we know what tasks we have to do, and we really like outline in detail all of the things that we need to, who's in charge of what. It still doesn't always get done. Now, deadlines are arbitrary at times. Unless there's a good reason for a deadline, we're usually making it up. And I am an overly optimistic person when it comes to how fast things can be completed. But at the same time, I expect that things will get completed. And when they don't, I get disappointed. And then what I was just thinking about is, but I have made it my priority the past year or two to spend more time, and really more than the past year or two. I spend a lot of my time doing other things. Like, I don't just focus my attention on business all day. It can feel like it because I'm in and out all the time, but I work from home. So, like, my son needs to be picked up every day at 2. So I leave my house and go pick him up, and then he needs to go back for wrestling practice at 4:30. And sometimes he stays home sick, like earlier this week, or needs to be picked up. I'm always on call. Matt helps too, of course, but I'm always on call for those situations. I take an hour or two every week and do the podcast that I do with Kurt. And it's in the middle of the day. Every morning I go, not every single morning, but 4 to 6 times a week, I go to my brother's house so that I can just cuddle and snuggle their baby in the morning, which is like the best time in the world. And, I have my daughter and my husband and friends. I take time for people. I spend time with my grandma every week. And it can feel like when you're a business person, and especially a woman, it can feel like you just can't win. I don't feel like I win. I don't feel like what I'm doing is what people would refer to as having balance, because I feel extremely busy all the time. Or I don't also feel like I have freedom because I feel extremely busy all the time. But I think when I think of balance and freedom, I guess I think I'd be sitting on a beach doing nothing. And is that really what I want? Or not even just on a beach doing nothing? It could be sitting around eating bonbons or playing in the garden. I don't know what freedom exactly looks like, but I think it's the freedom to make choices and decisions about where I want to spend my time, but it still means I'm busy. And I'm really grateful that I've been able to have that time. And I don't know that I will ever feel a sense of balance. I've said before, I don't really believe there is balance in the life of an entrepreneur in the traditional sense that I've been thinking of it. I'm rethinking my definition of balance as I talk this out, actually. What does balance mean to you? What does that mean? Whether you have a business or don't have a business, I would love to hear what balance means to you or what it means to be balanced in your life. Some of us have 9 to 5 jobs where the majority of your time is spent at work, getting ready for work, coming home from work. There's not a lot of time for other things around that, and life can feel very tight. And I guess I'm wondering, if I put all of my time into my work, which would be very unbalanced, I don't think that I would achieve more than what I do right now. I can feel like I can feel like I'm achieving nothing right now, but I'm not, that's not true. My brain will always tell me I'm doing less than I am, or that I'm moving forward less than I think that I'm moving forward less than I actually am. But when I look at it, and that's one great thing about setting goals and having it laid out with a lot of information like milestones, due dates, and things like that, is you can see movement. But I don't see movement with my time with grandma. Like I just go there, we hang out. I'm not accomplishing anything. I'm enjoying time with her. And my brain is broken. I'm always looking at life as, am I accomplishing or not accomplishing? And I think that's very common for a lot of women, especially fellow ladies of business, to feel like you're fully living your life, that you're fully utilizing all of your time. There's this like mentality of productivity, especially when women of my age, like Gen X women, we have been taught to be productive and hardworking, and it's not necessarily the best traits. Like that's not actually what moves the needle forward in life, or not always in business too. So I don't know. I chose to talk about balance today because I'm feeling unbalanced. I think I'm unbalanced by choice, and I have a lot of freedom. And I was just thinking, I don't control a lot of like, I have the ability to control when I work, but I don't control all the time external forces. Like, I had a visit from the baby at my house today. That wasn't a planned thing, but I was able to just go and hang out with my little angel baby and my father. And that's a gift. I don't get to plan what's happening in my life, but I'm choosing to go. Thanks for listening.